Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, now more than ever, you are starting to see the entitlement that people that do vicious crimes that are locked up pending trial feel they're due. This guy right here, if you guys don't remember who this is, I did a story about him in March for him doing some horrific stuff. This guy, you see up here, is from Owings Mills, Maryland. His name is Kevin Ahn. Mr. Ahn supposedly has some type of mental problem, and he did the unspeakable. He killed his mother's landlord's husband and wife, staged it like it was a self-deletion, if you will. Put his mother in the back seat of her car, drove around in her car from Maryland to Delaware to where his sister lives, parked the car, ran away, and left a note saying, "Give mom a proper funeral," and some other gibberish. If that's not enough, this guy is locked up and he went to court today. And he said some of the craziest stuff to the judge about his rights and why he feels as though he don't have to say nothing in court and why he doesn't have a lawyer. Take a look at this. I don't know why they deal with this type of stuff. This guy right here was a #1 candidate to be shown the flowers a long time ago. If they start doing that immediately, instead of trying to wonder why, we wouldn't even have these type of stories or this type of aggravation.
Investigators in Maryland releasing the information you'll only see here on News 8. We want to go out live to Sarah Metz, who's outside the Lancaster County Prison right now.
Yeah, and that's where Ahn's been held since March. Tell us more, Sarah.
Yeah, these documents from the District Court of Maryland not only give us more information about the two people Ahn is accused of killing out of Baltimore County, but it also talks about how he is accused of strangling his mother with her own necklace.
The white car right there, she's in the back seat.
On this same day, Kevin Ahn is accused of dropping his dead mother's body off here at the Stiegel apartment complex with a note that says, "Mom is in the car. I'm sorry. Please give her a funeral." Baltimore County Police say they went to the house she was living at in Owings Mills to do a wellness check. That was back on March 24th. Documents there say they found 83-year-old Sun Tak Lim and 69-year-old In Young Kim dead in the kitchen with belts around their necks. Detectives say it was obvious both victims were staged to make it look like a suicide. This is a picture a neighbor in Maryland shared with me of the scene that day. They tell me police showed up just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then by 7, they saw crime scene tape go up. Neighbors say they counted about 17 police vehicles out front. I'm told Ahn's mother rented a room from Lim, the woman who actually owned the house. They tell me she went by the name Angie.
Now, the Lancaster County District Attorney's Office told me that they dropped the abuse of corpse charge Ahn was facing for transporting his mother's body to that apartment complex in Penn Township to help facilitate his extradition to Maryland. Although they could not comment on exactly when they plan to remove him from the prison and bring him to Maryland. Baltimore tells me that Ahn is actually trying to fight his extradition. And I also want to make note that at this moment in time, no one has been charged for Kevin Ahn's mother's murder. In Lancaster County, Sarah Metz, WGAL News 8.
The man accused in a double homicide in Owings Mills is back in Maryland facing a judge today.
Kevin Ahn had been charged with his mother's death in Pennsylvania, but those charges were dropped so he could face murder charges in Maryland first. WJZ Live in Owings Mills at 5:30 tonight. Dennis Flair telling us what happened inside court today. Dennis, good evening.
Good evening, Rick. Good evening, Denise. Yeah, in court, Kevin Ahn, he really tried to keep his mouth shut as much as he could, saying that he had every right to remain silent. Now, in his last court hearing, a judge ordered he undergo an evaluation to determine whether or not he was even fit to stand trial. That evaluation, that is still up in the air as well. Kevin Ahn tried to avoid as much dialogue with Judge Robert Cahill in court, saying he wanted to exercise his right to remain silent. When Cahill asked if Ahn had completed his competency check, Ahn started to complain about the conditions inside of his jail cell.
The lights have not turned off for the entire time I've been here, meaning I'm not getting any sleep. Mentally, I'm not ready to answer any questions in this jail.
Cahill pressed on.
Are you refusing to submit to an examination as to competency to stand trial?
After some silence, Ahn responded.
I'm choosing to remain silent.
Ahn was extradited to Baltimore County in July after he was charged in the deaths of Young Kim and son Lim, who were found dead at this Owings Mills home on Oliver Heights Road. Police were called here after Ahn's mother, who lived at the Oliver Heights home with Lim, was found in the back of her car in Pennsylvania. Charging documents say Ahn put a handwritten note on the dashboard which partly read, "Mom is in car. I'm sorry. Please give her a funeral. My brain is fried. My mom lied. She gave me fake money from the NA. So did my employers. I lost my mind. Forgive me." Charging documents say all 3 victims died from asphyxiation. Kevin Ahn still does not have a public defender or an attorney representing him in court, and that's something the judge encouraged him to try to apply for. Now, this case is going to be handed off to a new judge, and that new judge could schedule something like a status conference hearing to determine the next court dates, including a trial. Reporting live on your corner in Owings Mills, I'm Dennis Blair for WJZ.
You see that shit? So let me get this straight. You kill your mom in a horrific way. Put her in the back seat. Cover her up with trash. That's another thing I forgot to tell you. He covered her up with trash to hide her body. Drove around with her over a day. Went to Delaware. Went to Delaware where your sister lived. Drop the dead mom off in the parking lot, hoping that she would come out and find the body. You made a mess for somebody else to come out and experience your level of craziness. Then you kill the landlord, the husband and wife landlord, try to stage it like they did that to themselves, and you get in court and complain that the light is on, and because of the jailhouse conditions, you are in a position where you don't feel like answering questions from lack of sleep. So you tell them you are going to remain silent.
Kevin Ahn have been charged with.
That makes no damn sense. And I don't even know why they allow this type of shit. You ever notice these people that live with reckless abandon be doing the same damn thing in the courtroom? But they claim they want a fair trial and all of this type of stuff while treating somebody unfairly in life. He knew what he was doing was wrong. And I can tell you how he knew. Number one, he covered her up with trash. His mom. And he left a note. He didn't go in the house and say, "Hey, come outside, mom's dead." He didn't do that. Didn't do that at all. Then he fled from one place to another, and you set it up to where the people look like they did that to themselves, and you staged the area. So you're not as crazy as you think you are, or you will have people believe. Then you go into court today. I can't sleep. The light is always on. I don't have adequate rest. My mind can't function. Therefore, I feel as though I don't have to say shit. I'm going to remain silent. If it was up to me, you'd remain silent forever. Because that shit you did was bullshit. You can be crazy as you want, but that right there took calculation. You killed 3 people. Think about that. He strangled 3 people. You know how long you got to hold somebody down, choking them, to strangle them? Yeah, you got 3 people that you strangled in the house. So were they all there at one time? Nobody got a chance to run out of there? So what are you, like a Navy SEAL? You just sneak up behind somebody and just, they can't talk. They just sit there, kick for a little bit and then go out. And then you did once, then twice, then 3 times a lady, your own mom, throw her in the back seat of the car, drive around in her shit. And you sit up there, they got to beg you to get a lawyer. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I'm going to tell you something. Reason why the justice system's stupid to me, justice system been around forever. But the mentality of people was different and society was different. Long time ago, people was held accountable. people felt a certain way. They felt bad a lot of times and was remorseful with a lot of the shit they did. Not all of them, but some of them. And it's set up to where people had common sense, not common sense, but people had a little bit more respect for themselves and others out here in society. So the justice system was set up for those people. The people nowadays ain't like that. So justice system need to change. This motherfucker smiling in his mugshot. He knows his life is over as far as the outside world is concerned. But you killed your own mother. That right there should be a cardinal sin that's unforgivable on any platform of life. That's bullshit. Man, I'm at a loss for words with some of this shit I be doing. I get just the nerve of these people that sit up here and say, you know, I deserve this, I deserve that, have pity on me for the stupidest shit. But you was out here in the world like everybody else, and you could have fixed yourself. Now, if he was going through some type of mental stuff and all of this other thing, and people are, I'm more than sure people are telling you, hey, listen, you're saying this, you're doing this, you're that, get the help you need. I'm more than sure his people would have did that for him. But this guy right here seemed like one of them people, like a lot of other videos I do, where they know more than everybody else and everybody's against them. Oh, mom gave me fake money. My job gave me fake money. You know what? We don't even give a damn about the knick-knack, paddywhack. Take him outside, put his face in the bushes, and let it fade to black. Save taxpayer dollars. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You see this shit all the time. You get arrested, do some of the craziest shit. You don't want to go in there and stand. You get to go in court and fucking put a damn book on your face so people can't look in a court of law. In a court of law, what's next? Smoking fucking cigarettes and eating candy while you in court? Stupid stuff. No respect. But they'll have us go into court, us common folk, you're in court. Turn your phone off. Sit straight. Look, all this crazy stuff. Shit is bullshit. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Fuck this dude.